fresh start for the first time. It's my first time ever going. It's my first time at a revival. And in the middle of the service, these two women came up to me and laid their hands on my stomach and started praying for my stomach. And they were praying in tongues the whole time, so I had no idea what they were saying. But in the process, I felt my stomach slowly just flip over inside. And Jimmy looked at me and he told me I am healed. I was diagnosed with celiac disease when I was 7 years old, and I no longer have it anymore. And I
Well, that kind of leads into my testimony. This is my wife, Kaylee, as many of you guys know. And that was so powerful for me because the same thing happened to me when I was younger at another church camp we went to. I'll tell you all that story real quick because it kind of ties into the whole thing. So when I was about, I think I was 12 years old, I think, whenever, 10, I was 10. I was 13. Somewhere between 10 and 15 this happened. But I went to another church camp when I was younger, and I had the same sensation. These people were praying over me. It was a different church camp. We weren't in the same state. We were in Tennessee for this one. And this guy who doesn't know me reaches up his hand and starts listing off all of my issues, like all the problems that the doctors have diagnosed me with. That they can't find out how to fix them or what's wrong. They just know they know the symptoms. They list them all out and they said, "There's a young man over here in this section." He points to my section and he just everybody starts praying for me. It felt like a hand reached inside and flipped my stomach upside down. And after that, I've been able to eat gluten with no issues ever since. Now that ties in because, like I said, this is my wife. And since she had the same thing, I had borderline celiac, she had celiac, and since that is no longer in our bloodstream, our kids won't have to deal with that. Because it ran in our blood until it ran into us. And then we stopped it with the power of Jesus. He came into our lives. He changed it around. We no longer have to worry about our kids going to school with celiac and stuff. It's not going to be an issue for us because that's something that we're never going to have to just worry about again. God took that out of our lives. He's setting us up for ministry. He's setting us up for success where we can go and we don't have to worry about little Timmy not being able to eat gluten wherever we go. You know, we can go into that home and we can minister and have dinner with them and we can minister with them. We can go here and do this because it creates just so much. It's just like such a border to have to minister over a meal whenever you can't eat half the food. So they invite you to their house, like, "I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude, but I can't eat this." And a lot of people just don't understand that. And so they'll try and cook around it, but it doesn't help because of cross-contamination and everything. There's so many guidelines. So for God to take that out of our lives completely is such a big milestone in our ministry that He's setting us on.
Amen.